Nina is more than 80. She lives in Moscow, the epicenter of the COVID-19 epidemic in Russia. Nina is refusing to stay at home.
Old people have to stay between four walls most of the time anyway, so not letting us go out at all is a torture.
Unlike Nina, many older people in Russia are trying to stay isolated. Social services and volunteers are helping.
Here's the money. Please bring me eggs.
Older people in isolation face various problems. Some do not have bank cards and could not get their pensions as the banks were closed.
In the first week of quarantine, local banks did not work nearby, and people found themselves in a situation where they simply didn't have the money to buy food.
Many older people do not have computers or smartphones. Some do not have relatives. Foundations, social services and volunteers are mobilized, but that is not enough, says Oleg Sharipkov.
We're talking about a whole generation. Lots of people to be visited, and now there's no such resource. And there are many vulnerable older people who are not in the focus of social services or volunteers.
Andrei is one of volunteers who is helping older Muscovites.
They need food and someone to take their rubbish out, and many of them are really scared.
This is her face when she's watching news about COVID.
After a stroke, Maria's mother needs constant care. Maria also has to take care of her children and cannot move in with her mom. Now, according to the lockdown rules in Moscow, she has the right to take a ride to her mother only twice a week.
She can fall down at any moment, and I have already used up my 2 scheduled visits per week. What can I do if she falls down? She doesn't cook for herself. Her right hand doesn't work. How can I not go to her? Volunteers do not have the right to go inside. They only bring the products to the door. It doesn't even reach the door.
There is no doubt that self-isolation can save lives, but for older people, living alone, staying safe is just as crucial. The Russian government has financed some volunteers' organizations, but critics say that it is not enough. Galina Polonskaya, Euronews from Moscow.